Miller is going to complete the lineup. Thunder and Glory is in one from the outside. Tajlani stood in well, and now Miller with the pink cap to distinguish the colours from Arnaud joins them, so they're set to run. And racing, Malagramis dawdled out of the gates, and it and Spurious bumped, with Spurious meeting severe interference there. Tajlani is making a beeline for the outside rail and will come solo on that side. Over on the flat now, Regal Kiss had got away well and led early from Mighty Raja, who's on its inside. Arnaud is just behind them from Snapper Cane. They're trailed closely in the field by Miller in the pink cap, and Malagramis is recovering after that awkward beginning. Thunder and Glory between horses ridden along, and Spurious is last of the horses down on the inside, with Tajlani under the whip coming solo on the grandstand side. At the 300 metres now, and in the centre it's Regal Kiss. Malagramis on the outside throwing down the gauntlet to it, and they've got to Mighty Raja, and they're fighting it out now. 100 metres to go. Malagramis on the outside. This has been a very big run. It's going to bolt in fact. It's coming clear, and Malagramis has won it by 2 lengths to Regal Kiss, and Mighty Raja a neck away third. Then came Miller, followed by Spurious, and behind those in the race for Snapper Cane, and a break to Thunder and Glory. Tajlani coming down the outside on its own, and Arnaud was one of the last to greet the judge. Well, that had an awkward beginning. It met interference at the start, but just trotted up to them with about 300 to run and has gone on for a big win there. Number 8. Lights flashing away. They're set and racing over at the 2,000 metre start, and a good dispatch, and Princess Nuage got away well. Imperial Trisk out quickly too, and She's a Class Actor's up there with Tempted Lady as they settle down. Somerset House had dropped out to be last of all, and going by the 1,800 metres, it's the Bartered Bride working to the lead over Imperial Trisk and Tempted Lady the outside. She's a Class Actor's fourth, and Ruby Treese a handy fifth. 2 lengths Cursail, Dame Kath the outside, Princess Nuage over on the rail. They're followed by Hennessy Road, and then came Scenic Lady and La Moulin together, and a couple to Somerset House last of all out to the 1,400. And the Bartered Bride is setting a pretty nice tempo, leads a length and a quarter. Tempted Lady is running second. Imperial Trisk a length away third on the inside. She's a Class Actor's in fourth, just tracking a little wide. Ruby Treese the centre. 2 lengths to the grey Cursail, a length Princess Nuage and Hennessy Road. About a half length away on the inside came Dame Kath, and 2 lengths La Moulin outside Scenic Lady, and 3 lengths to Somerset House last of all. The Bartered Bride out to the 1,000 metres, led by a half Tempted Lady. She's a Class Act, a length away third over on the outside of Ruby Treese, who's been handy all the way, and Imperial Trisk the rail. A length to Cursail, a length Hennessy Road, Princess Nuage, followed then by Dame Kath to La Moulin. Scenic Lady on the inside next to last, and 2 to Somerset House as they neared the corner at the 650 metre mark, and the lead of the Bartered Bride only narrowly as it swings around the turn from Tempted Lady. She's a Class Act out 3 wide. Ruby Treese has had a beautiful run in transit. The favourite running fourth at the top of the straight. Hennessy Road hooked out pretty wide, but is working into it, and then Imperial Trisk and Cursail as they flatten for the run in, and Dame Kath is pushing to the outside to get into the clear with Somerset House the widest runner. Well in the straight now, and as they got towards the 300 metre mark, Cursail in the middle has hit the narrow lead. Dame Kath after it with Hennessy Road. Somerset House is the widest runner, and then Ruby Treese and La Moulin, but Dame Kath looking pretty good at the 100 metre mark. Drew a length and a half. Hennessy Road, La Moulin the inside, and then Cursail and Ruby Treese, but Dame Kath starts to come away and wins it well. Dame Kath from Hennessy Road. Ruby Treese coming home well. It was all over to get third in front of La Moulin, and then Cursail, Somerset House, followed by Scenic Lady. She's a Class Act, and back behind those to finish in the race were Imperial Trisk, the Bartered Bride and Tempted Lady, who made play, dropped right out of it and finished at the end of the field in company with Princess Nuage. Victory in the second for number 2, Dame Kath, ridden by Patrick Payne. Race right away for a good win here. Set off the pace, came quite wide. In fact, it was only one deeper than she. It was Somerset House, but she's come right away from them, Dame Kath, ridden by Patrick Payne. Second, number 13, Hennessy Road, ridden by Lonergan Millam. Third, number 8, Ruby Treese, ridden by Link Robertson. Gem linking up for Stephen King, now 270, Races Mon at 290. Flying Ella's the last to join them. So they're all in, set to go. Lights flashing. Gold Gem in 5 stood well. They're away. Gold Gem out reasonably. They're going to come grandstand. They're all coming out this way, in fact. Flying Ella's hard-ridden trying to find the lead out on this rail, but Gold Gem did it comfortably early. Bohemia's there, and Races Bell has moved up about 4 away from the rail to be with the leading horses. Costly Edition is the widest runner, and Stark Player is in behind them. As they went towards the 800 metres, it's Gold Gem finding the outside rail. Races Bell is with it, and they share the front with Costly Edition on their outside. In behind them early is Bohemia, followed by Stark Player, and Flying Ella didn't have the pace and is just behind them on the fence. Heading to the 600 metre mark now, and Gold Gem is just in front with Races Bell and Costly Edition 3 away from the outside rail. Bohemia's in behind them with cover from Flying Ella, and at last is Stark Player in a very bunched field by the 400 metres. Gold Gem, Races Bell and Costly Edition with Bohemia easing over their heels 4 away from the rail. Stark Player close to the middle of the track as they got towards the 200 metres. Gold Gem is battling a bit where Races Bell is the leader. It's Races Bell in front from Costly Edition. Bohemia is running on well, but Races Bell in front of Bohemia with about 50 metres to go. She's doing it well, Races Bell, and Races Bell stopping on the line, gets home. Bohemia's run a good race second, and Flying Ella coming home well on the outside rail. I think will grab third. Just behind them are Costly Edition and Stark Player, and Gold Gem dropped out to finish last. Races Bell, written by Nash Rawilla. Always on the pace and finding plenty in the run home. Bohemia made a little race of it late in the piece there. Time 1:13.4. Square Wheels, Bryden Park and the All White is going to be the last to move along. 1408, they're set. Ready and racing. Ask the Phantom bowed it in the air. He missed it too at the start of the race. Our George got out quickly with Tuscan Thunder looking for the lead early. Away quickly Square Wheels and the All White driving towards the front, and Good Timing settled fourth with Captivator fifth. He is trapped out 3 wide in the early part now. Frisk Me next on the outside of Infamy, and then Dialer Ban a length and a half further back. A lane on her outside Toy Magic and Ask the Phantom last. By the 1,000, Tuscan Thunder 3/4 clear to Square Wheels. 2 Good Timing racing outside Our George, a couple Captivator who's got in on the outside of Infamy. Then 2 lengths further back in the field came Dialer Ban on the outside of Frisk Me, followed by Helene Honor, Toy Magic and Ask the Phantom bringing up the rear. At the turn, it's Tuscan Thunder the rails leading from Square Wheels. Good Timing getting into the clear, pushing Captivator 4 deep round the home turn. Dialer Ban and Frisk Me in behind them with Our George, and then Infamy, Helene Honor pulling out wide from Ask the Phantom and Toy Magic. They swing the corner and down to the 450. Tuscan Thunder against the rail from Square Wheels. On the outside now, Good Timing and Captivator is being let down for his run, with Helene Honor and Dialer Ban putting in runs wide out. Good Timing and Captivator reaching the lead together, with Helene Honor and Ask the Phantom coming down the outside. Captivator just in front. Ask the Phantom coming home well on the outside after a slow beginning. Ask the Phantom racing to Captivator. He's put paid to him quickly, and Ask the Phantom came away and won it by 3/4 to Captivator. Dialer Ban 2 lengths away third, followed by Helene Honor, and then Good Timing, Frisk Me, Toy Magic, followed by Square Wheels and Tuscan Thunder. The leaders tiring badly. Infamy well back, and last is Our George. Ask the Phantom went up with the lids as they to join them, and last up will be Merlin's Law, drawn the outside. In he goes, so they're set to run. 1700, starter has them. Line looks good, and they're away. Vintage Morn out fairly on the inside. Merlin's Law from the outside barrier snagged back early. Ready to walk, one of the first out with Kazaragi and Curtifure on the outside. Crown Mahal is working up a bit wider, followed by Spirit of Westbury, and in behind them a Vintage Morn and Merlin's Law is last of the 7. Curtifure taking over the running out to the 1400 metres and crosses over to lead. Ready to walk with Kazaragi a neck away third. 2 lengths to Crown Mahal racing over on the outside of Spirit of Westbury, and about 3 lengths away in the field Vintage Morn on the inside of Merlin's Law. Inside the 1200, and Curtifure made play a little over a length clear. Running second, Ready to Walk, a length and a half away Kazaragi. They're closely followed on the fence by Spirit of Westbury fourth, a length to Crown Mahal, and Vintage Morn's 2 lengths away on the inside of Merlin's Law. 900 to go, and Curtifure the leader with the pacifiers on coming up the side. He's a length clear. Ready to Walk is second, Spirit of Westbury is third. Kazaragi the outside holding down fourth placing. There's Merlin's Merlin's Law going forward on the outside from Crown Mahal, and Vintage Morn on the rails last, but they're fairly tightly bunched. Only about 5 to 6 lengths would cover them. 600 to go, and Curtifeur's going to corner in front for Young Valella, in front of Ready to Walk on the outside. Kazaragi made a line of 3. Deeper out then is Crown Mahal, with Vintage Morn coming the deepest runner when they enter the straight. They all want to get away from the fence now as they go to the 400, and here it's Ready to Walk getting up to Curtifeur. Spirit of Westbury the rail. Wider out is Kazaragi, and Merlin's Law has drifted right out towards the outside rail, but coming home inside the 200 metre mark. They're right across the track. Kazaragi has taken over a slender lead. Merlin's Law right over on the outside coming after it. Curtifeur and Spirit of Westbury are still there on the inside. Across the track, Curtifeur, Spirit of Westbury and Kazaragi. This is a fairly close go. Kazaragi on the outside and Spirit of Westbury hitting it pretty well locked together, and between them was Curtifeur with Merlin's Law out very wide on the course. Back behind those to finish in the race then are Vintage Morn, and they were trailed in by Ready to Walk back towards the tail, and Crown Mahal at the back. Well, a very competitive finish here over the last set to go. Racing now. Starter sent them away in a beautiful line, with Bulter one of the first to break it. Wild Roo began very fast as looking for the front as they settled into stride, and they're followed by Prince Lur settling third from Coeur de Rouge over on the rail. Savrocker getting his head up early, passed by Future Shock to Lyndon Lee, Royal Effort, Red Bastan, Danaziva, and MVP brought up the rear at the 1600 metres, and the leader is Wild Roo by a couple of lengths. Bulter is running second, 2.5 lengths to Prince Lur third. They're closely being followed by Future Shock fourth the outside. 2 lengths to Savrocker the outside of Coeur de Rouge. Another length and a half to Lyndon Lee outside Red Bastan. Then Royal Effort being followed by Danaziva, and MVP is 2.5 lengths last in a fast run race set by Wild Roo, and he's going out to the 1200 metres with a lead of 3.5 to Bulter, 4 lengths to Future Shock. Over on the inside, Prince Lur holding fourth, a couple of lengths to Savrocker, Coeur de Rouge, 1.5 Lyndon Lee. They're followed by Red Bastan, Danaziva, Royal Effort second last, and a couple of lengths to MVP by the 1,000 metres, and Wild Roo has scorched along and led by a couple to Bulter, who's done all the chasing. 3 or 4 lengths to Future Shock, 2 to Prince Lur. 2 behind them is Savrocker, Coeur de Rouge the inside, and then Lyndon Lee. They're followed by Danaziva, Red Bastan. MVP starts his run from the back now and leaves Royal Effort at the tail as they swept to the corner at the 600, and Wild Roo at any old odds is cornering a narrow leader from Bulter. In third placing, Future Shock as they swing the corner, and then Savrocker followed by Lyndon Lee. Danaziva pulled out with MVP as they're entering the straight. Wild Roo well gone, and Bulter left in front at the top of the lane. Future Shock after him. Here's Savrocker the grey putting in a burst from Prince Lur. Then Lyndon Lee, and down the outside Danaziva, and Royal Effort is out very, very wide. Bulter the leader at the 200 metres. Savrocker's coming after him. Lyndon Lee is still making ground the inside, and Danaziva's leaving it late. Savrocker away at the 100. He's home. He's kicked away by 3. Lyndon Lee getting up to second, but Savrocker came away and won it easily. Beat Lyndon Lee by nearly 4 lengths. Bulter third, Danaziva fourth, then Prince Lur, Future Shock, followed by MVP, Royal Effort, and a break back behind those to finish was Coeur de Rouge, Red Bastan, and Wild Roo, after going quickly to the turn, dropped to finish last. Savrocker is the winner, number 4. Go Errol coming up to the line now, just about completes it. In fact, Windigo on the outside, so they're set to go. Straight A stood well with Geronimo Run. They're racing now. Geronimo Run began okay. Secretary General began awkwardly. On the ranch got away well with Straight Ace and Windigo going fast towards the lead, down towards the outside rail. All crossing out this way, including Final Mist, who's taken a while to work his way across the field. As they settle and head towards the 800 metres, Straight Ace against the outside rail. On the ranch out near the middle of the course has actually raced up and joined it now. Point Danger in behind them, followed by Windigo. Just off the pace then is Go Errol, and Geronimo runs on the outside rail with Kahuna Princess. Toy Carousel runs to winner next, and they're followed then by Danish Habit. Final Mist is one of the last with Secretary General, who's bailed away between horses. Going past the 400 metres now on the ranch, joined by Windigo. Straight Ace on the outside rail, and Go Errol just behind them, followed by Point Danger. Geronimo Run starting to work into the clear as they got past the 200. Windigo in front. Geronimo Run trying to get through. Secretary General is getting into the clear on the other other side, but Wendigo clear at the 100. He's a length and a half. Geronimo Run trying hard, but Wendigo kept going, and Wendigo beat Geronimo Run by a length. Go Errol third, then Kahuna Princess, Secretary General, followed by Point Danger. Next in was Straight Ace, followed by Runs to Win. Then On the Ranch, which tied Danish Have It well back all the way, as was Toy Carousel, and Final Miss last in. Wendigo, the winner, number 1, ridden by Julian Harris, who took the 2 kilo claim, and he kept going gamely. Grand Seattle dropped out the last soon after the jump. Alexi was away well. Angel Spirit's going through fast, and Super Sequel is up there too as they settle down with Nordane just behind them. As they settle fully at the 1200, Angel Spirit comfortably led. A length and a half clear from Alexi. In third placing Super Sequel, and they're followed by Imperatrice moving up quickly fourth on the outside. 1 Grand Seattle, Nordane, and they're followed by Saya Road, and Orange Grove is around it. 2 lengths Platonic Love, and Hindu Dancer dropped out a length and a half away. Angel Spirit came up the side leading a little more than a length. Super Sequel is second. Alexi over on the inside is handy to them when they go past the 800. Deeper out is Imperatrice from Orange Grove, and they're followed by Nordane. 2 to Saya Road. Grand Seattle well back on the rail, followed by Platonic Love, and Hindu Dancer is last as they sweep to the corner at the 550 metre mark now. And Angel Spirit, Super Sequel, Imperatrice 3 out. Orange Grove coming about 4 wide, and Nordane just behind them, followed by Alexi. Saya Road trying to work into the clear as they get towards the 400 metres. Super Sequel moved up and took the lead from Angel Spirit. Nordane is in the clear and running home well. Imperatrice has dropped out to run last. Nordane at the 200 is after Super Sequel now, and they're going to fight it out with Saya Road coming with a good run between them. Not a lot of room there. Nordane now from Saya Road, who's coming after her. Nordane is giving plenty though. She's 3/4 clear, and Nordane goes on to beat Saya Road. Photo for third. It's between Super Sequel and Platonic Love. Then Hindu Dancer, a gap Alexi, a long break Orange Grove, Angel Spirit, Grand Seattle, and a bad last in it is Imperatrice. Something wrong with her. That's not up to her form. Stand by for numbers. 6 is the winner. Nordane, ridden by Greg Childs. Blinkers coming off today. She found the line solidly in beating Saya.